Hey guys, welcome to a more, I guess, unplanned video. Um, I really think best when talking out loud, so welcome. I'm right in the middle of building our journal for 2026, as you might have seen in our previous videos. And obviously, there's still some things happening. What we did so far is we reviewed last year's journal and established what we should say, what should stay, what needs to be reforged or what needs to be released. It was all concealed in that end of year video. And before we move into new systems, I want to establish who we are and what our intentions are. I really want this to set the tone for the year and systems to serve this, not the other way around. You know, not be so attached to the system where we lose immersion and what intentions we're setting for 2026. So I thought we should start by who we are and our intentions for the year in this gamified Galvea world. And I've mentioned it briefly last video, but it's set in a Jurassic-ish magical world. It's not history, it's not realistic, but it's Jurassic themed. So let's go ahead and go on with our name taken, which is Galvea. It always is. It's the name of our hero character. And then our oath. There it is. Our intentions for 2026. So I talked about the outcomes already, the end of year that we did, but this video is more about the signals that gave me. So first of all, some systems did make me feel safe or comforting, and they're staying. What they had in common was reminders to rely on, like our lists and brain dump. And they allowed me to reduce my mental load by, I knew wherever something was that I didn't have to remember. Like I knew it was consigned somewhere, and that felt grounding and comforting. And the other systems were more inspiring. Like somehow the world map is really magical to me. It throws my brain onto a paper and I could just picture my journey through that, and yeah, makes it fun and comforting and inspiring. And the other is a vision board, which we have yet to obviously set for 2026. And then there were the tools to reforge, or some systems that started to feel heavy, and it was because they gave different loads, mental loads, decorating loads, misalignment, friction, if I could say so. Like really decorating, like it was what an upkeep, honestly. And we didn't even carry it to our last spread, which is sad, but the truth. So that was the structure element that needs to change. And tallying up all the points for the tasks like really added to the mental load. So I'm not sure how we can improve on that. To have that to figure out as part of our systems. And we had many different books last year which appeared because of the system and what we wanted, and it evolved throughout the year. But this year we're trying to be a bit more intentional and putting most of our systems and the story within one planner here. And certain systems, had to move to a reforge section because they became a burden, really. They did slow progress, and not on purpose. There's a good type of slowing progress, in my opinion, that those burdens were not it. And some sections also stopped being fun or energizing. And I want a gamified journal to help me have fun and romanticize a bit of daily life and daily tasks. So really, nothing really failed, but it stopped fitting for where I'm at and what I want. So when I say some systems need to be reforged, I just mean that I want to stay curious. I want systems that keep me energized and interested. And reforging can mean anything from reinvention completely to a simple adjustment. The beauty in reforging is that it does not have to be defined. It's what it will become. And it's what I make it. So I really want to be more present and listen to what our past journals gave us. It gave us visual clues of things that weren't working anymore. It gave us many clues of systems that were well thought of but stopped working at some point. So it's just a question of thinking of why and working on that. And it's also adjusting and not necessarily restarting. For example, like decorating every territory last year and every season, it got to be a lot. And that became an emotional load, a mental load, and it made me stressed more than relaxed, which is not the point of decorating and touching paper. For me, it's supposed to be really soothing. So it's just a question of adjusting that. So we're adjusting a few things. Some things stay the same, still 6 territories, but we're going to adjust how we do that to keep me immersed, keep me interested, keep me curious, and keep me growing as a human, which is the main goal of this game. The other thought we had was to let systems respond to seasons and energy and life, which I haven't revealed our seasons, which are called the turnings for this year. So let me go ahead and fill that out. But we'll have unseen lands. Which will be season 1. And then the lines drawn. Season 2. The paths remembered. Season 3. And last but not least, the held in memory season, which will be our final season of 2026. Isn't that crazy to say already? Yeah, well, this is fine. So these are our turnings for this year, meaning our seasons, and how systems will respond to the seasons and energy in life, I'm still unsure. So I wanted to explain a bit more of what I mean by systems. Systems are different sections in our journal that make sure, through immersion, through game if you want, or yeah, it doesn't have to be game, but for me that's what helps. And they're really meant to guide Violent's progress without really realizing or thinking about it. That's my aim. So I try to build systems that promote that, and they go with daily tracker flows, which lead into skill levels, and they're all integrated. And yeah, our trackers, they make sure I have reminders. Systems for me are just things I don't have to think about. It takes the thinking load away, and just pure value added, like pure, this is what you should be doing. Don't think about it, just tell me if you did or not, and then we could do better tomorrow, kind of energy. I want it to be fun also. So they're not rigid frameworks, they're more like guides and signals, and they interact with each other, like if they were completed, which is fine. But I have a weekly XP, which would go to be added in my skill levels tracker, and then would make me achieve rewards, which would help character levels, which all work towards our oath. So all of that is integrated with each other. We have more sections also of just ease, like our brain dump and our list, and just a cover, because I want it to be pretty too, you know, inspiring through decoration. And we have quarterly sections. We still have like monthly calendar, so my systems, or it's the idea anyways. And we have a whole sections about our field entries, our daily learnings. So these are all examples of systems, and what we need to reforge and work on together is how in 2026 they'll be reforged or reworked and work together. So that's the idea. I'm really okay with changing them mid-year. So every season we do a reset for a week, and we ask what we want to adjust for the next quarter or the next season. So stay tuned for that. So I wanted to go over a few things today. You can expect that each system will get its own video, because we need to figure this out together on camera. I need to think it through, talk it through. Some pretty important things are missing, and it's really about building something we could live inside. And I want you to be immersed with me, so you can also give me your ideas if you have any, because like this skill levels will be a system. I have no idea how to do that yet. All I know is keeping points like we did last year did not do it for me, so needs a reforge. So how is that gonna work? I'm not sure yet. So we have a lot of work to do, and we'll go over things together and see how we live inside our world as Galvea, the explorer. So this is really the foundation, and the rest will unfold.